The Kansas City Chiefs are about to kick off the NFL season in just about 2 weeks and will be the first team in 20 years to have a shot at a three-peat, something that has never been done in the NFL. This team has the opportunity to cement themselves in NFL history. Throughout an NFL team's period of success, its identity often evolves by changes in the roster, coaching staff, and the strategies opponents use to counter them. This has certainly been true for the Kansas City Chiefs. When Patrick Mahomes took control in 2018, their passing offense seemed unstoppable. Pairing Mahomes with future Hall of Famers like Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, along with Pro Bowl tackles Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz, and the offensive genius of head coach Andy Reid, it made the Chiefs' offense a force to be reckoned with for 3 seasons. Opponents struggled to consistently contain Kansas City's aerial attack. However, defenses eventually adapted. By 2021, teams were using too high safety shells and quarter-based coverages to try to neutralize the Chiefs' deep passing game. These defensive strategies left lighter boxes up front, creating opportunities for the Chiefs' running game. Although Reid and Mahomes were never going to prioritize a run-first offense, the potential for a strong ground game helped the team adapt. Heading into 2022, Reid created a plan to emphasize the running game. Tyreek Hill was traded to the Dolphins, and smaller were replaced with guys like Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdes-Scantling, along with the use of more tight ends, brought greater balance to the offense. Run-pass options were reduced, allowing for more downhill, under-center run concepts that suited the offensive line's strength. In 2022, while the Chiefs didn't become a run-heavy team, their ground game made a significant impact when called upon. In Week 11 against the Chargers and Super Bowl 57 against the Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City relied on a powerful, physical running game in the second half, which changed the momentum of those games. With the emergence of Isaiah Pacheco as well, he has helped this run game a ton. He runs like he is angry, and overall is a great player for this team. Isaiah Pacheco is one of the running backs that hits the ground so hard. He splits through defenses and fully runs straight at the defense. But in 2023, despite maintaining a similar offensive structure, the Chiefs' offense struggled. They dropped from 1st to 15th in points scored and from 1st to 9th in yards gained. They also led the league in drops with 44. While the wide receiver issues drew the most attention, the underperformance of the running game had a significant impact. The Chiefs' rushing attack fell from 10th to 18th in expected points added per play and from 6th to 26th in success rate. Without a reliable running game, the offense struggled to sustain drive, finish in the red zone, or provide a fallback when the passing game wasn't working. Several factors contributed to this decline, including diminished play on the offensive interior and poor blocking from other areas. Replacing Brown and Wiley with Donovan Smith and Jawan Taylor, both below average run blockers, reduced the effectiveness of the downhill running game. The team struggled to find runs that fit their new tackles, as both had issues with executing blocks. Tight end blocking also declined. Kelce's impact was limited until the playoffs, and while Noah Gray is a decent run blocker, Blake Bell's blocking regressed significantly in 2023. This limited the Chiefs from running the pulling plays that had been successful in previous years, as the tight end struggled to handle defensive ends one-on-one. Looking ahead to 2024, changes have been made, and it is looking very exciting heading into this next season for the Chiefs. Kingsley Sumatai is expected to replace Smith at left tackle, bringing better run blocking potential. The rookie, with his impressive size and athleticism, should improve the Chiefs' ground game once he adjusts to the NFL speed. Rookie tight end Jared Wiley is also likely to be an upgrade over Blake Bell. With his size and run blocking ability, Wiley could become a valuable asset in the Chiefs' offense. The biggest question is whether Kansas City's running game in 2024 will resemble the more successful 2022 version or the struggling 2023 version. Can the team design run plays that suits their tackles, especially with Taylor? Will the interior offensive line return to its 2022 form? The Chiefs' passing game is expected to improve with the addition of speed and explosiveness. For the offense to reclaim its spot at the top, the running game needs to return to form. Although the Chiefs seem to have the personnel to achieve this, they will need to prove they can maximize their offensive potential. The offense this season did upgrade a ton, from Kingsley filling in the left tackle spot to the Chiefs drafting the fastest player in the NFL draft history and pairing him with another receiver with the same similar speed. Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown bring so much energy and potential to this Chiefs offense. Mahomes with 2 speedy weapons like that will be unstoppable. Rashee Rice will also have another breakout year while Kelce is distracting defenses. It's going to be very hard for another team other than the Chiefs to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The front office and players want to be a part of this three-peat more than anything, and with the additions they made, their chances just got even better. The Kansas City Chiefs have wrapped up training camp and their first 2 preseason games, with most of the roster now taking shape. However, one of the biggest unresolved position battles remains the competition for the final wide receiver spots. As the Chiefs gear up their last preseason game against the Chicago Bears on Thursday, 4 wide receivers are still in the mix for 2 to 3 remaining roster spots. Depending on whether the Chiefs decide to keep 6 or 7 wide receivers, the competition comes down to Sky Moore, Justin Ross, Mecole Hardman, and Nico Remigo. Each of these players have a case for making the roster, but also faces challenges. Sky Moore has 3 strong arguments in his favor. First, as a second-round pick, he represents a significant investment and is still under a cost-controlled contract for a couple more years. Second, the Chiefs have praised his versatility, noting that he knows all the wide receiver positions and can serve as a valuable backup across the board. Third, Moore showcased potential as a kick returner in the game against the Lions, with 2 solid returns averaging 35.5 yards. However, the case against Moore is that he hasn't produced much as a wide receiver. Last season, when the Chiefs desperately needed wide receiver contribution, he offered little, and the trend has continued in the preseason. Additionally, while he returned a couple kicks, Moore doesn't play on kick coverage units, which would be a useful role for someone filling one of the final wide receiver spots. Justin Ross is my top pick among the 4 candidates. He brings unique skills that the other wideouts just don't have. His size and length make him a downfield jump ball threat, and he's a natural red zone weapon. Unlike some of the other contenders, Ross also contributes on special teams, playing on several kick and punt units. The case against Ross is his inconsistency. While he's capable of making highlight reel plays in camp or in games, his production has been sporadic. Through 2 preseason games, Ross has just 1 reception for 23 yards. Although that 1 catch was impressive, the question remains whether the Chiefs will continue to add him to the roster. As he was consistent the last few seasons, I still believe he has so much potential to show. Justin Ross was once considered a draft lottery prospect for Clemson before his injuries started to pile, but he still showcases that potential during training camp and the preseason. He just needs to showcase it in the regular season. Last season, he missed some time due to a suspension, so hopefully he can stay out of trouble and have a much better opportunity in the regular season. If the Chiefs were to bring 1 wide receiver spot specifically for a primary kick or punt return specialist, Nico Remigo would be a strong candidate. Remigo has consistently been one of Kansas City go-to options for kick returns during both camp and games, and last Saturday he added an impressive 42-yard punt return to his resume. On offense, he's contributed 5 receptions for 51 yards through 2 preseason games, mostly with the second and third string units. The case against Remigo is his limited experience, making him the most likely candidate for the practice squad. Remigo's return skills make a strong argument for him to make the roster. Ross offers a different type of receiver for specific situations and has a higher ceiling than the other contenders. Remigo, he brings value on special teams, particularly as a return specialist, while also providing some receiver depth if needed. The season is so close. If you made it this far and you haven't already, make sure you go down below and you subscribe with notifications on so you never miss a Chiefs video this season or any video at all. Comment down below what you're looking forward to most for next season. Leave a like as well. I greatly do appreciate it, and I'll see y'all on the next one.